All right, brothers and sisters, peace, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving honor and praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. Giving double honors to 7130 South Chicago that taught me this truth. Giving double honors to all the brothers and sisters that the Creator has awoken in these last days. With that being said, peace and shalom. All right, brothers and sisters, what I want to do is I want to talk about, some breaking news that happened yesterday in New York dealing with an individual by the name of Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell is basically a YouTube mongrel that basically, he made a buzz. He got a major buzz on the YouTube scene, and he kind of made his splash, given the backdrop of him in 2016, where he accused one of the rap pioneers in the late 70s, early 80s, up until now, by the name of Africa Bambaataa, which is one of the founding members of what you would call the Zulu Nation. He accused Africa Bambaataa of basically child molestation, that when he was between 12, 13, up until I'm going to say around maybe 16, something like that. I could be off with the numbers. That, he was taking advantage of him as a kid, and that, he was sexually abusing him. But over a period of time, you was hearing Hassan Campbell's side of the story. And then just recently, maybe about a year ago or 2 years ago, Africa Bambaataa came out and said that a lot of that stuff that he was saying was basically a lie, and that they had a consensual relationship. But me personally, I'm trying to figure out, because Africa Bambaataa, I think he's like close to his 60s. How can you have a consensual relationship with a 13-year-old kid, Things of this nature. So I'm not here to really discuss that, but now Hassan Campbell is basically one of the top guys dealing in the spectrum of YouTube podcaster. So he goes around and he talks about different individuals in the hip-hop industry. He talks about other topics, but mainly he talks about people that's in the hip-hop industry. Or he talks about gangs too. I would say the hip-hop is first, and a lot of the gang stuff going on is like second. And a lot of people that get killed and stuff like that, he has a saying that he says on his podcast. He said that they got they snot box rocked. He would say things like that. And he's a very controversial individual. He's on Clubhouse, he's on YouTube, any of these social media platforms, he's on there, but mainly he's on YouTube. And he has almost 1 million some subscribers, right? Because, with that thing with him is Africa Bambaataa, whether you believe him or not, that really catapulted his career dealing with podcasting on YouTube, right? So just recently, yesterday, he was at his old neighborhood, which is Bronx Bronx River Project, or if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But he was over there in Bronx River, and he set up a camera, and he was out there filming what I believe is an altercation with him and some people that was from Bronx River. Maybe they told him on the internet that basically they better not see him over there in that area again, or it's gonna be some smoke. So what he did was he took him up on their offer, and he came to his old stomping ground. And I'm not gonna show the video and things of this nature, for basically the video being taken down, or they may slap a copyright fringe on my page and stuff, because they done deleted I think 2 pages that I had. They done already deleted it, so I'm not gonna do that. But see, in the video, he was out there hooping and hollering and telling the people on live, or his enemies per se, basically what's good. He outside, and he was having altercations with people in the building, because this is a project building. They was throwing things at him, like bottles and things of this nature. So he going back and forth with them, and then later on, I guess it was like a delay, because I think he was outside for like 25 minutes. And he was saying some things that I don't think he should have been saying. And, vice versa, they doing things that they shouldn't have been doing either, which led to him getting shot, right? So a lot of people didn't believe him. It's because over the years, Hassan Campbell, even though a lot of things may have happened to him, but he too has presented himself as being untrustworthy, meaning that he will say things, and sometimes he would be lying about things, because prior to this, he was going around telling people that his channel got demonetized, and that basically he took his channel. So he started up his second page, which he was still getting a lot of views on that page, but the people found out, because he admitted to it later on, that his channel was never taken down, that basically he did it clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? That's why he did it, because he understand that controversy sells. That's why every time that he's on his page and stuff like that, he's on YouTube and stuff, it's never really nothing. How can I say? He talks positive things, but he understands that controversy is what keep him relevant. So one of the controversial things that he did this week is he challenged some guys from New York, which way he's from. He challenged they gangster, Basically what he's saying is that we don't believe you. I'm finna go out here to go to Bronx River, and I'm finna challenge and see what you about. See what you say what you about. And that situation almost cost him his life. Now, my critique on that is, I think that was a very unwise move dealing with this individual, because at the end of the day, Hassan Campbell, if he doesn't want to live for himself, he got a family. See, he got a wife, he got kids. See? I don't know how many kids he got, but I think he has multiple kids. You have to be here for your family. Now, I can see if you was a revolutionary, you at war and things of this nature, it's a possibility you're not coming home, right? But in this case, he's a YouTube podcast. He's not a revolutionary. See, he's not a revolutionary. So that was a very unwise move for him to basically challenge these people. Some of these people you probably don't even know. These are people that's on the internet. They're going to disrespect you. They're going to say certain things, especially if you out there in the public like this, right? So he's out there. I was watching the video, and he was hooping and hollering, screaming at the top of his lungs. And next thing you know, a guy came from out of the building area. He was a young guy, and Hassan Campbell had his hand behind his back. And as you can see on the cameras, that he had a big old knife in his hand. It was like a blade, Probably bought it off Amazon or wherever he bought it from. But see, that's unwise, is because for one, you going back and forth with people, and two, you came with the energy that you want all the smoke. But see, and another reason why it's unwise is because why? These kids ain't fighting with no guns today. I mean, they ain't fighting with no knives. They ain't using their fists. They using guns. That's what they using. So not only was it him stupid for having this knife in his hand, but he wasn't even armed with a weapon. See, and in these days and times, you can't come talking to people any type of way. See, these young teenagers now, they kill you over nothing. And see, this is kind of the case dealing with him. He put himself in a bad situation, which almost cost him his life. Let's look at this. This is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, matter of fact, let's start at 6. It says, humble yourselves, therefore, the mighty hand of Yah, that he may exalt you in due time. But see, a lot of these guys, we reading the scriptures and things of this nature. But see, a lot of these folks, man, the Creator is not even talking to them. See, and how do you know that? It's because their conduct and behavior. That's how you know that the Creator is not talking to you, is because if the Creator is talking to you and you listening to the Creator, you would do what? You would basically humble yourself before the Creator, and you will start moving different. See, if you're in the streets, let's say people that's in the streets, let's say you in the streets, see, and you trying to get out the streets, you can't be a part of the streets no more. You got to start to humble yourself, is because you understand that, look, your time that you was in the streets is over with. And you have to move a certain type of way. But see, Hassan Campbell, he's caught up in the whole melee of quote-unquote being tough. And ain't nobody going to stop me from doing what I'm doing and all this type. See, we got to get away from that, because half of these people that's on the internet, they thousands of miles away from you. See? So how you going to get to them? Right? But in this case, some people stay right down the street from him. So he took it upon himself to go out there and challenge these people, and you don't even know these folks. So it says, casting all your cares upon him, for he cared for you. So we have to learn how to cast all our fears, everything. We got to cast it upon the shoulders of the Creator. See, it's because we can easily get into this foolishness too. It's because the society today teaches you not to deal with conflict resolution, but always combating and going against individuals that basically that's against you. See? And that's not that's not humbleness. That's not meek. It says be sober, meaning that what? You gotta pay attention to what's going on out here. And let me look at this too from a different angle, ladies and gentlemen. We don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't even know this guy. We like him because we into YouTube and stuff like that. He has an interesting platform, but we don't know this individual. See? So a lot of times, man, we put our all in all into people that we don't even know. See? So it says be sober. You got to pay attention out here. You got to pay attention because it's easily for you to get caught up in some nonsense that don't even make no sense, just like he just did. It says be vigilant because your adversary the devil as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour. See? And the devil, in the sense, he devoured Hassan Campbell. But he spit him out. And what I mean by spitting him out is that he didn't lose his life. Because, see, when you devour something, you eat it, right? It's going to go down as good. See, it's going to be good. But the adversary swallowed him up, but he spitted him out, meaning that what? He didn't lose his life. See, he already on this channel. He just did a video and showing people that he's still on the scene. He's not even taking heed to what's going on. See, he don't know what's going on. And you never know, man. A lot of this stuff that's going on could be for YouTube fame. So what I want to do is I want to turn to the book of John, right? The 4th chapter. And I want to start reading at the 4th verse. It says, ye are of Yah, little children. It says, let me read that over. It says, ye are of Yah, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. See? So what are we talking about? The Creator, when the Creator makes the statement, said, ye are of Yah, meaning that what? The Creator has done what? The Creator has sealed these individuals. These people have a one-on-one personal relationship with the Creator for themselves. This brother don't have that. See? He don't have a personal relationship with the Creator because why? It's because when you have a personal relationship with the Creator, not that you perfect, but you don't engage in stuff like this. See? This is unclean act. This is what you would call unclean meat from a spiritual standpoint of view. You going over there to Bronx River, you don't know what's finna happen. And see, them people gave you what you wanted. See, you wanted this controversy. Now he gonna get all these views, all these celebrities, all the people that he talked about, Jim Jones, Mano, all these folks. Now they making videos about him. And you never even know, ladies and gentlemen, all of this could be what? Staged. It could be staged. Hey, I'm finna get $80,000 off of this thing here. I need y'all to shoot me in the arm. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going on. But we as the viewing audience, see, we have to start looking at this stuff as entertainment, because basically that's all it is. It's because if you start looking at these individuals as leaders and things of this nature, you're gonna get devoured right along with them. See, it's because the Creator is placing judgment on the human family, y'all. It's because we rebellious and stiff-necked and hard-headed. So it says the fifth verse. It says they are of the world. See, if you still worried about all this nonsense that's going on in the world, and then to the point where you don't engage your mindset up in it, then you just like them folks. And that's what's going on with us today. What my man Hassan Campbell, what he's doing is what Negroes do all the time. They go to these areas. They antagonize the people. And next thing you know, you wind up getting killed. See, that's not a man of wisdom. See, what he's doing is, he's being a fool. See. So it says, John 4:5, it says, they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world hears them. See, he got 500, almost 600,000 views. You got people telling this man, God bless you, I'm glad you still living, which that's okay. But the masses of the people, they're engaged in this type of stuff. This ain't, rather this was a real situation, which it was a real situation. But you never know, man. This guy could have did all this stuff for what? YouTube fame, y'all. And all of that stuff is what? It's vanity. See? It's vanity. That's what it is. Right? And see, these are the people of the world. See, they argue over petty stuff. This is what we argue over. We want to kill one another over YouTube beef, Facebook beef. And one of the stupidest things that he did was he put his information, he put his location so people can find out where he was at. And then he don't even have a gun on him. He had a knife. This how stupid and off this man is. Because he's still in the valley of the dry bones. See, he's still stuck in all this nonsense out here. Who cares what a person may think of me? That's 1,000 some. He could be down the street. I don't care what this guy talking about. See? And that's what we need to be looking out for, brothers and sisters. See, let's not engage in stupid things that can make potentially put you in prison. See? 6th verse. We are of Yah, and he that knoweth Yah, let me read that over, brothers and sisters. It says, we are of Yah, he that knoweth Yah heareth us. He that is not of Yah heareth not us. See, so that I just said that. The Creator ain't talking to this brother. It's because if the Creator is supping, if the Creator is really supping and eating with you, then the Creator is the one that mold and guide you. See? So he's not even paying attention to what's going on, and he potentially could have lost his life over something like that. You know what I'm saying? He went all the way over to some projects. This man ain't been over there. He ain't been over there in years. And you got new individuals out here in these streets. And they don't care about you. See, they'll kill you. And see, this is what almost happened to this brother. See? Let's look at some more scripture. Let's turn to the book of James real quick, right? Let's look at the book of James. Then we gonna vamp out of here. You know, this is just basically a little quick sit down talking about this brother. And he's very hypocritical too. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I'm glad that the brother is still here. I wish that he would take heed to a lot of people that be trying to tell the brother, look, man, you need some type of psychological help. You need to sit down with some people and try to let them mold you a certain type of way and give you some type of guidance. Is because the route that he's going, see, he gonna mess around, he gonna get himself killed out here. And here it is, he created a podcast from nothing. And whether people like him or not, they listen to what he's saying. Let's look at this book of James 3:13. It says, who is a wise man and endure? It says, who is a wise man and endure with knowledge among you? See, that's a question. It says, let him show out. It says, let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. See, and a lot of these guys that's on this podcast stuff, they don't have meekness of wisdom. A lot of these folks wish that this man was dead. I listened to him. They hate this man because he created a platform that's centered around controversy. See, that's why they can't stand him, because he created a platform that's centered around controversy. He's always involved in controversy, right? And as a result, this is what the outcome is. And see, if he don't humble himself and change his mindset, things is going to get worse for him, because the next time he may get shot, he may get killed. See? 14th verse. It says, but if ye have, it says, let's look at this. But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory, it says, glory not and lie not against the truth. And that's what's wrong with us, man. See, we got a lot of envy. We got a lot of hatred towards one another. See, a lot of these guys that's on the podcasts and stuff, man, this is nothing but the modern day Stephen Fetchit show. This is a minstrel, see? And he's caught in the matrix, man. See, he you know, he hasn't come out of the matrix. He caught up in it. See? And that's why the scripture says, 1 Peter 5:8, that the adversary is seeking on what? Whom he's going to devour. See? And these last days, this is what's going to happen to a lot of people. They're going to be devoured, man. Meaning that what? They're going to be destroyed. It says 15, this wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly and sensual, devilish. So the wisdom that he got to go from his house that he bought from an old couple, which he says he took his behind to the projects, someplace he probably ain't even been in a couple of years. And he put himself in harm's way. Not only did he do this, but he gave out his location. What type of wisdom is that? That's stupid. He doing all this talking. He's not even thinking about his kids that's at home. He's not even thinking about his wife that's at home. He's not even thinking about himself. You got to think about yourself first and foremost. He's not even thinking about himself, his well-being. He don't even care. Is this the man that we supposed to be looking to for some type of advice? See? 16. For where envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. So this is what we see when we look at this brother, man. See? It's a lot of envying, a lot of strife, and a lot of confusion. And that's not just him. That's a lot of these folks on this podcast. And sad to say, a lot of the confusion is coming from where? The people of color. Is because why? We the salt of the earth. Whether it's bad or good, people want to follow us. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I didn't want to be too long talking about this, man. But we have to make better decisions when we out here and about moving around. Because look, one false move is either going to get you where? In prison or in the grave, see? So I hope that this brother take heed to a lot of the stupidity that he's doing to himself, see? And try to humble himself and may have to go seek some type of help, see? It's because I believe it happened, but most people don't. But being sexually abused, sometimes that stuff can have a psychological effect on you, see? So with that being said, brothers and sisters, peace, shalom.